Hey, it's Lucas, and today we're going to be finding out if dosing capsules actually make a difference to the hit you get from the Mighty. So I've had my Mighty for about 3 years, probably coming up 4 in 2025, and I don't think I've ever actually just put herb directly into the oven. I've always used a dosing capsule, so today I'm going to be doing that for the first time. So like I said, I've had this for 3 years, and I don't think from memory I've ever put my weed directly into this little oven there. I know, as you can see, it's absolutely filthy, and that's the main reason that I'm doing this today. It needs cleaning, so I may as well try it out before I get it all clean. So I'm going to put this capsule and Miss Kim in here and get it heated up as I'm talking you through what I'm going to be doing. So if you know me, you'll know that I'm a bong smoker. I prefer bongs over any other form of smoking. You know, joints, blunts, dabs, vaping, whatever. I prefer bongs, and I've been trying to see how close I can get to emulating a bong rip with my Mighty, and I don't know if the dosing capsule is making any difference to that. So first I'm going to hit it through the straw and see how big of a cloud I get. Then I'm going to switch over to the water pipe attachment, apparently. Going to switch to the water pipe attachment and see how that affects the hit. I haven't medicated yet today, so I'm going to shut up and take a hit now. Cheers. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting to get a cloud this big. It's been a while since I've used the straw attachment properly. I used it out and about whilst I was in Leeds yesterday, but I've not actually sat down and had a proper sesh on it just at home with the straw attachment for so long, so that cloud totally threw me then. I wasn't expecting it. The thing I hate about the straw attachment is that it always gets me in the back of the throat, and it makes me cough so much. That's why I hardly ever use it unless I'm out and about. I can't stand the coughing. So that was actually 2 surprisingly nice thick full hits with just the straw attachment. Now I'm going to change it over to the water pipe adapter, try not to tip this on the floor. If this cloud doesn't beat the straw attachment, then I'm going to be really disappointed. But anyway, I'm going to move this out of the way because I always forget to move it. Cheers. What the fuck happened there? We'll go again. Okay, so I know you've just seen what happened there. Either the first 2 hits were the best hits that you're going to get off this, or the capsule is just burned out really quickly. I'm not sure why that hit's not as good. I was expecting it to be a lot better through the pipe actually, but the first 2 hits through the straw were way more satisfying than that. No, that's just genuinely the end of the capsule right there. 2 big hits through the straw, and then 2 medium to kind of bad hits through the water, through the water pipe, and then 1 really bad hit, and that is the end of that Miss Kim capsule. I don't know why that was so short. I kind of packed that one really full. I don't know, man. I know I bitch about how long the Mighty sessions take, but that was absolutely ridiculous. That was like 4 hits. And the entire capsule was gone. I didn't do anything different. I usually pack them, I don't really squish it in there, but I don't leave it super loose. It's kind of middle ground. And yeah, so it's not full. It's about 0.15-ish. I don't measure them, but when I have measured them, they all come around 1.15, not 1.5. So yeah, that was, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting that capsule to last way longer. I don't know whether to be disappointed or happy about it, but let's just move on and fill up the Mighty oven and see how that hits. that's what it's looking like right now. I don't know if you can see that fully. You can definitely fit more in there. I haven't packed it, I haven't fully squashed it down, but this feels like more the size bowl that I would pack in my bong rather than the tiny little capsule that I would put in here normally. Also, I'm probably not going to be able to show you this, but down the side here, I've lost some bud. It's fallen down, and I'm not really sure how to get that out without getting... I could probably use the tool to maybe pick it out, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to get that out. So I'm going to be doing the same thing again, putting it straight in at 210 and then hitting it through the straw attachment. I really can't speak today. And then I'm going to be switching over and doing it through the water pipe again. Through my own prediction, I haven't really done any research on this. I think that this is going to hit better without the capsule. I'm pretty sure people mainly use the dosing capsules so that they know how much they're putting in there each time, and also because it keeps the oven cleaner. Keeping the oven clean, that doesn't really bother me because it takes 2 seconds to get an alcohol dipped Q-tip and wipe around. That's fine, perfectly clean. I can see why cleaning this bit, the top, is a little bit more finicky, but again, just dip it in ISO and get the Q-tip and just do that. Like, it's literally not hard. So keeping it clean by using a dosing capsule, I'm not really too bothered about that. But yeah, you just heard it vibrate, and let's go. That pull feels more resistant. Not as big a cloud there, but I also don't know if I took as big a hit. It feels harsher in my throat immediately, but that could be because I've just already had a capsule. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try and get a big hit this time. I don't know if you could see it in my eyes there when it started to tickle. It was literally right at the start of the rip. You can see the regret in my eyes as soon as I started to exhale. That felt like a nice hit though. Apart from it immediately being harsh and tickly in my throat, that felt like a nice hit. I'm going to switch it over to the water pipe now. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. The hit was more satisfying through the straw. It was smoother through the water pipe, but it felt better through the straw. It doesn't feel like there's the same amount of resistance as there was through the straw, through the water pipe. I really don't think that makes any difference whatsoever, but I preferred the bit of resistance that I got through the straw on the non-capsuled bowl to the capsuled bowl. The vapor overall just seems to be thinner through the water pipe. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe some of it is getting lost in the water. I don't know if that's a thing that happens. But yeah, I think I might have to reevaluate my thinking and try the straw more often. Because I've been feeling lately that vaping's not really doing it for me. Through the bong, which it was when I first got it, but now it's not, so I might have to switch back to the straw and see what happens. So, you know, sometimes you just get bored with one method of consumption, which is another reason why I hate having to vape UK medical. But I don't know if anybody else gets that. Let me know if you get that as well. Like, I know I said I'm a bong smoker in the beginning of the video, and I like bongs over everything. That is very true, but I do like the occasional blunt, and I don't mind the occasional joint. So, I like to switch it up, and it really annoys me that we can't do that on medical. It's either it's vape or nothing. And I know there's lots of different ways to vape, but I think I've just proven my point to myself. Never mind anybody else. It doesn't matter what you think. But to me, like, even ripping the vape through a bong and then changing to the straw attachment, yeah, it's alright, but I just want to be able to do what I want with my bud. This has nothing to do with the video, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to that. I'm definitely getting more hits out of the non-capsuled bowl, but that's definitely because I could fit more in there. The hits don't really feel any different now at this stage. Probably, I think it's getting towards the end, so now the hits really don't feel much different than capsule to non-capsule. Overall, I think I would genuinely say it doesn't make a difference to the hit. So I've just switched back over to the straw attachment, and I don't know if you can see this here, but on top, it seems like the top bit is not as toasted as the rest of the bud. It's definitely not the same colour as it usually is when it comes out. This is getting towards the end of the capsule. It's very, very close. That's why I checked. I don't know if it's going to roast it all evenly yet, but we're not at the end, so we'll find out. Okay, so I think I might have answered my own question that I had earlier about the vapor through the bong. It is a better hit through the straw, at least in my opinion right now. I think my preference is the straw again. Right, I'm not sure where I cut that last bit because I had a stroke in the middle of my sentence and just completely lost what I was saying. But what I was trying to say is I go through phases, apparently, with how I like to smoke. My bong is my one true love, but right now I like the straw attachment. I feel like it's giving me a better hit, it's giving me more of what I want, and I feel like it's giving me a stronger hit. The vapor is maybe being filtered out by the water. I don't know if I'm being stupid and stoned right now or if that's actually what happens, but I feel like I'm getting more of a throat hit, obviously from the straw attachment, but I'm finding it really difficult to think. I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty medicated right now. I would just like to take a second to apologise if the audio is weird in this video because my mic stand keeps just fucking falling down, so I keep having to adjust it and putting it back. So if my voice sounds weird in this video, I'm very, very sorry. But we have not learned much today, probably because for some reason I can't string a thought together. I thought it was because I wasn't medicated, but now that I am medicated, hasn't made a difference. So I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm off my game today. This video was just a little bit of for me. Apparently, it's just a little bit of fun for me. I thought about doing this experiment for a long time, thinking that I've never just put straight herb in the chamber, and now I know why. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. It does for the first couple of pulls, and then after that it's kind of the same. This is lasting longer because there is more in the chamber, so I think that might be better if you want a longer session. But if you don't mind just switching out capsules, then just use the capsules. In my opinion, it's just easier in general, easier cleanup, easier to put in and take out. When I swapping stuff over, the bud kept trying to fall out. I didn't lose any, but it kept trying to fall out. The smoke is getting thinner, so it feels like it's nearly done, but it just keeps going. And sometimes that's what I don't like about the Mighty. Like, it just keeps going and going and going. Sometimes you just want a quick rip and off, but this just keeps going, and I can't put it down because I don't want to waste any. It's too expensive to waste. If I didn't have any capsules, then obviously I would put it straight in the chamber, but I'm just going to carry on using the capsules, probably force of habit. It doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. I don't really think the flavour's affected. It tastes the same with a capsule and without. I don't really get any metal taste of anything. That's it really. Use your capsules or don't make that much of a difference, apart from the first couple of hits and the size of the bowl. So do with that information what you will. Sorry about this video, I'm all over the place, but I'm not feeling good, you know. It is what it is. Needed a video. Peace.